Hello everyone again. So we are now in the last step of the purchasing funnel, which is that users are going to check out and to introduce the payment information and complete the purchase. So some comments here is first of all, registration should be optional. This is very important, especially for small and medium-sized companies or very niche, highly specialized companies that whose users are occasional. Okay, because people don't necessarily like to give their information to all the places where they can buy from. If you are a regular user, if you are a heavy user, let's say in Amazon or in Zappos or in any eBay, any e-commerce website, then it makes sense for you to be registered there, give them all your information so that you don't need to introduce again. But if you are an occasional buyer, you don't like it. The point here is that if you remove the registration process, you remove one of the most significant drop rates. So keep it optional. That is the point. Now, regarding the checkout process itself, some key factors are: number one, removing the distractions. So this is not the place, of course, as you can see in Zappos, where you offer other products. So there are no distractions, no Zappos card, no alternative products, etc. Focus on the process. Number two, it could be using a progress bar. I mean, there are 5 steps and you are in step number 2 out of 5, or as Zappos does, having everything in one page and then scrolling down. But make clear users where they are and how many steps do they have ahead. Number 3 is pre-populated fields. So if there is information that you already have about this user, don't ask him or her again for this data. So put the fields pre-populated, pre-filled, and then give users the options to change, for example, the shipping address if they want to use a different one in this case. But by default, fill the gaps, fill the fields with the existing information that you already have. Number 4, multiple payment options. Credit card, PayPal. The more options you give users, the better for them. Number 5 is building trust and safety, especially in the moment where they are about to introduce the credit card data. Some third-party certification would be excellent at this point. Number 6, allow last-minute changes without the need of exiting this particular step, so they can, I don't know, change the address or etc. Number 7 is order verification, so let users know how they can do the follow-up of the product that they have just purchased, how many days are left until they receive the item at home, etc. The payment button should be very clear. This is the most important button in any e-commerce site. Do the payment. So that needs to be placed and visually exposed in the right way. Confirmation. So for every action that users do in the website, there should be a confirmation that the action has been completed successfully. And then, as I said, the follow-up. Okay, so this is the last step. So let's suppose that out of the 13 people that we had at this stage, 40% complete the purchasing process with the payment information and so on, so that leaves us with 5 people that ended up completing the purchase. So let me just go to the final wrap-up to make my key point of the whole session. Let's go for it.